In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, the transformative power of silence. Oh, you believe. Fear God as he should be feared, and die not accepting the state of submission. O servants of God, I begin by reminding you and myself to have taqwa, God consciousness, for it is the shield that protects us from heedlessness and sin. God says in the Quran, "O you who have believed, fear God and speak words of appropriate justice." Today's topic is about a trait that is seldom valued in this age of noise, argument, and endless opinions. That trait is silence. Silence, my dear brothers and sisters, is not merely the absence of speech. It is the presence of reflection, the manifestation of wisdom, and the gateway to inner peace. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad said, "Whoever believes in God in the last day should speak good or remain silent." Silence in Islam is a sign of maturity and intelligence. It guards us from falling into sin of the tongue, lying, backbiting, slandering, mocking, arguing without knowledge. One of the pious predecessors used to say, "Every word you say is a brick you place. Be careful what kind of house you are building." Let me ask you, how often do we regret what we did not say? Rarely. But how often do we regret what we did say? Frequently. That is the first gift of silence. It protects you. Oh believers, consider also what silence does for the heart. The one who cultivates silence trains the nerves, self, to stop chasing attention, validation, and pride. In silence, one connects with the Creator, not the creation. The heart speaks when the tongue is still. Silence grants you clarity. It is in silence that the scholars found understanding. It is in silence that the prophet will retreat to the cave of Hijra for the reflection before revelation descended. Revelation itself began in a place of solitude and quiet. Silence is the spiritual discipline. Imam Shafi said, "If you want to speak, think before you speak. If you want to say it, not better than silence, then remain silent. Silence is a light that unveils the unseen in the soul. In the age of social media, where everyone has something to say, dare to be the one who listens, who reflects, who remembers God more than they remember the news or opinions. Use your silence to engage in thicker remembrance of God. Listen more deeply to those in need. Guard your tongue from sin. Examine your soul and purify your intentions. And remember, God sees what is in the heart, even when the tongue is quiet. May God bless us with tongues that speak only good, and hearts that are full of wisdom, and silence that bring us closer to Him. Our respected brothers and sisters, as we continue our reflection on silence, it is crucial that we address its opposite, excessive speech. The Prophet Muhammad warned us not only of the content of our speech, but also its quantity. He said, "Do not talk excessively without remembering God. For excessive talking without the remembrance of God hardens the heart, and the person furthest from God is the one with a hard heart." Let us ask ourselves how much of what we say is unnecessary, and how many times do we speak simply to fill silence, to entertain, to argue, or to show off. There are people, and may God protect us from being among them, who are quick to speak, fast to argue, and never sit in reflection. Their tongues are busy, but their hearts are dry. They speak more than they think, and eventually they say what they should never have said, hurting others, committing backbiting, mocking, lying, or even speaking ill of God or His messenger without realizing it. Umar bin al-Khattab said, "The one who speaks too much errs too much, and the one who errs too much sins too much, and the one who sins too much, the hellfire is more appropriate for him." God is great, my dear brothers and sisters. Speech is like water, a little quenches thirst, but too much can drown. Talking too much invites the devil to decorate your speech with whispers of slander. You begin to speak about people in their absence, forgetting that the prophet said, backbiting is mentioning about your brother what he dislikes. When the tongue is undisciplined, lies come easily. Even jokes that twist the truth becomes normal. The prophet said, "Woe to those, the one who lies to make people laugh. Woe to him, woe to him, breaking hearts with harsh words A careless word can wound someone more deeply than a sword. The Quran teaches us kind speech and forgiveness are better than charity, followed by injury. Speaking without knowledge in our time. Everyone has an opinion, but not everyone has understanding. God warns, and do not pursue that of which you have no knowledge. Indeed, the hearing, the sight, and the heart, all of these will be questioned. So, let us be among the people of controlled speech, of meaningful words, and reflective silence. May God make our tongues moist with remembrance, our hearts full of humility, and our silence a cause of nearness to Him. Amen.